Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino and today we're finishing up The Last Door. We are on episode 4. Let's do this so that it gives us a little summary of what happened last time. Previously on The Last Door. After escaping from his burial, DeVitt finds himself in the cellar of London's darkest slum, the Old Nickel Rookery. In his pocket he has a ticket for a show called The Four Witnesses. DeVitt walks through the misty street following a strange man who seems to guide him. He learns the legend of Simurgh, the king of birds. Following its trail through a dreamlike land of fog, DeVitt finally meets Alexander, a member of the secret group DeVitt and his friends had at school. Alexander welcomes DeVitt and speaks of an entity called the Bird that has been calling them ever since the experiment they conducted back then. There is no turning back. I have made my mind. We're not controlling the DeVitt. I'm ready. Go on. Do it. Uh-oh. Do it. Do it! Oh boy. Can you see the stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes and long-distant eras. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world, as if it were the curtain of a theater. The veil separates the truth from the lie. The veil is a place to fit, a place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. You must find the door, as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it, and we will walk together beyond the mist. I suppose you are wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it. Your letter was truly mysterious. I have been traveling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard of the massacre of St. Gall? Why, yes. The tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumor in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is this all connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God. Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give that impression. Herr DeVitt was attacked, but survived. What happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr de Witt in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to de Witt that he had done to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr de Witt was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was de Witt doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent part of their youth there together. We can assume that Herr de Witt was investigating something. He believes he had found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I suspect he did not find Mr. de Witt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there's a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr de Witt within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance. That seems very different from what we experienced. Episode 4, Ancient Shadows. I'm sure this is the place. Alexander's house must be just ahead. Just ahead where? I'm assuming this way, since this is the way we're facing. The ancient castle of Pevensey rests in the distance. It was a garrison first built by the Romans, but abandoned and has been a ruin ever since. Oh, did we come through here? There's a large iron bar latching the door. It's quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. Yep, probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, it is very dark. I can't see anything. Can you see on the recording? No, not really. Alright, we're gonna just leave here. Something's moving and I don't like it. Excuse me, sorry. We'll probably need a light or something. Oh, what's this? A gate in the back? No one is answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit. Well, what's this? It's latched. I can't open it from this side. Okay. Hello? I'm here to see Alexander. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with silent reproach at my intrusion. Alright, well those are stairs, so we can wait for that. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing. Alright, that's a puzzle. It could be the Pevensey Castle, but in this painting the garrison is not in ruins. A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm. Do we want it? No. Where is that coming from? Oh, okay, that's still the teacups. Is this the edge of the room? It is. An oil lamp. Excellent. This is my oil lamp now. A pantry with spices and ingredients. Is that a note? It's a diary. This is the last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. October 12th, 1887. It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupree has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which, it seems, he shall not return any time soon. Since the accident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure that all of the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? October 13th, 1887. The clockmaker just left, and he has done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupree is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he has so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore. It looks like the diary of a member of Alexander's household. What happened to them? Just some old bottles. Oh, we're outside. We're in the backyard, I suppose, since the other side's the front yard. Oh, that opened. Yeah, I assume that was latched from the inside. I need a key to open it. Okay, not from the inside. An ancient stone well. A rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below. Can I take it? The rope has broken. I'll keep this end. The bucket has dropped to the bottom. Ooh, a grave. Oh. It looks like someone was buried here. Are we remembering when we were buried? I can't dig with my bare hands. Oh, we want to dig. I thought we would read what the cross said, but I guess we need a shovel instead. This pane looks as if it has been broken from the inside. Well, that's not good. What is this? You better not be a weeping angel. Statue of an angel with its wings missing. Wait, what? A statue of an angel with its wings spread. Its head is missing. Oh, the one in the background. A statue of an angel covered in mold. It's glancing at me with a sad gesture. A jar of vitriol oil. I must be careful. It's a powerful acid. It's mine now. Nothing else in here? Just acid? Oops. Alright, well I guess we explored all of the first floor. Which is weird. We went in this way, through this door, and there's nothing on this side outside. We ended up over here. Alright, well I suppose we go upstairs next. And it's lit. I appreciate that. The silhouette of a man. It bears a strong resemblance to Alexander. The silhouette of a woman. The figurine of an angel facing the wall. Do I want it? No. A fine painting of local Roman structures. They somehow seem more ancient in this depiction. Alexander. Cocoa clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece, the bird. It's also sideways. The face of the clock has been turned. Perhaps another puzzle? A misty dock overlooks a gray ocean. Gulls wheel overhead. There's a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper. The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives, craving to tear through it. It is the Ilafal, the curtain behind which the great wings beat. Inside, its ancient mists inhabit the shadows of those who left. The table holds nothing but a box of the description, laudanum, to be taken in case of anxiety. It is empty. Oh, that's not good. Sir, hopefully you did not take too many of those at one time. Alright, nothing else to click on. Let's check out our friend. Alexander, it's me, David. I'm sorry if I startled you. Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt maybe? Can you stand? He's staring blankly at some distant point, as if he has not heard my question at all. You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what is happening here? He gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I heard footsteps. Were they yours, or is there someone else in this house? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he is unresponsive. Alexander, please, say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand just what happened to him. Maybe we need the cuckoo clock to go off. A portrait of an old man, maybe a ship captain. It looks like he's trying to guard the chest with his stern glare. Well, that just means I want to open it. A huge chest made of oak wood. There's a large iron hook inside. I'll take this hook. There's a fragment of a diary under the hook. August 5th, 1887. I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures. I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone, the frozen paroxysms. With what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An internal movement, a tension, an impossible struggle to get back to the life they never had. I might place them outdoors in the greenhouse and let the mold devour them in wasp-make nests of their hollow hearts. Yikes. Anything else in there? Nope, that was it. Alright, next door. What are we looking at? A photo room, maybe? A camera tripod. Yeah, this looks like a photo room. Pictures hanging from a cord. They look as if they were improperly developed. You can hardly distinguish anything. A basin with a copper drain. Looks like some kind of red tinted glass cover used to mask the lamp. It's completely shattered on the floor. Oh, we need to make the light bulb red. A lamp is hanging from the ceiling, its bulb casts an intense white light. I probably should have explored the rest of the room before doing that. Because now it's dark. Alright, we have to make the bulb red, I suppose. A glass jar containing a yellow substance. The label reads cyanide. Yoink. Image of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival. It's a big book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked and some articles are underlined. 3149. Collodion for photography. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass and a sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which great value is attached, some supposing that its peculiar composition belonged to principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. To develop a positive image. This is done by pouring upon the plate 1 ounce of vitriol spirit solution and only then adding 5 to 6 drops of cyanide. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. Alright, so we have to do vitriol first, then cyanide. The causes of failure. They would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failures occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over nice, careful, or cleanly. The best results always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formula, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and try again. An instrument whose workings are beyond my knowledge. So I'm guessing we're gonna develop a photo? Well, we have vitriol and cyanide, we just have to find the plate. Keep thinking the red glass is blood, and I remind myself that it's shattered glass. Okay, the game crashed, but it seems to have saved us here. So let's... What items did we pick up in this room? Cyanide. Let's click through this again, just so that it registers that I got it. Okay. That's the rat mask. We didn't actually pick up the cyanide. Cool, cool. Let's get the light bulb. Alright, and we're back where we left off. Easy peasy. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. It didn't! Huzzah! Small miracles. A study. A bust with its face turned around. We don't want it? Nope. A large envelope with black felt covered in dust and ashes. It is labeled with a warning. Do not do not open it under white light. Okay, so that's probably what we have to develop. So we need to make the light bulb red. Not quite sure how we're going to do that. But that is our mission. It's a letter. Dear Alexandre, I have excellent news. A contact at the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There is no doubt that, sometimes, mere contemplation takes the mind to places that, otherwise, it would have never visited. Leafing through the grimoire, and marveling at its exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Viditi ni ki siat. I should have looked up how to pronounce that. June 8th, 1887. This seems an invoice. May this document serve as record of payment made corresponding to the following work: the cuckoo clock. Mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. At 6:15. So at 6:15. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house. 6:15. Okay. So 6:15. I'm gonna write that down. The shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movements of Shadows, Preserving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature. Any lessons on making light bulbs red? A picture of an angel with a gentle face. Alright, where do we go from here? Maybe back outside? Maybe something has changed? Oh, we haven't been in the basement yet. Oh, we don't have a key still. We don't have a shovel. Right, we needed a key for this? Yeah. Any red paint? Just some old bottles. Oh, that's a note that we saw. Oh, maybe we can get the bucket out of the well with the hook. With the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass. Okay. Can I take the... Strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be any water in the well. Can I take the rope back? No? That's it? The rope is done? Alright, well the bird of brass can go into the cuckoo clock. Which is upstairs in Alexander's room. Was that the first room we went into? Yes. I can't access my inventory from here. A little brass bird. When shaken, it makes a noise as if there is something inside. Ah, well, shake it again. Okay, or don't. The bird fits perfectly. Face of the clock has been turned. I want to move the time to 6:15. Okay, I can't do that. Nope. Back outside, I guess. Oopsie, we're going too fast. Anything I may have missed on the path? What am I looking at? Oh, a deer. The corpse of its deer, its abdomen torn open. It looks recently dead. I mean, it's red. Now the bulb is grossly covered in blood. Yep, gross is correct. Alright, vitriol, then cyanide, then water. Vitriol, cyanide, water. God, that's gonna smell when it gets hot. Inside the envelope, there's a glass sheet. It looks like a photographic plate. Vitriol. And a suitable place to work. Where does it go? Okay. Vitriol. The oil has caused a strong acidic reaction. Cyanide. I've applied the liquids in the correct order. All that remains is to rinse the plate. An image is appearing on the plate. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexander. Oi! But why? What did I do to you? Alright, Spook City. And they're back in their painting. Okay, let's go to Alexander and show him the picture. Maybe that will wake him up. Alexander, do you recognize this photograph? Take a look. It is you and our old friend Anthony. And there is someone else blurred in the background. Who is the third figure? Does he mean something to you? The bird awaits. A piece of clockwork, a hand. Bird awaits. Alright, well we can now put that on the clock downstairs. Seems to be missing one of the hands. Oh, I can't see my inventory from here. I've put the clock hand in its place. I only need to set the clock to the correct time. 6:15! Are you gonna make me do it this way? No, but the clock upstairs is crooked. So it needs to move to 3 o'clock. Oh, it's gonna take forever. Oh, and then click the little button. The sound came from upstairs. Oh, he's saying something else now. The bird has burst out at the stroke. Now its beak is open. There's a key inside the bird. I bet you that's for outside. Jesus. What is the reason? Mold and dust cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable. This piece of furniture has several drawers. In this one, there's a gardener shovel. In the drawer? That fit? This cabinet has a large stain of mold due to the high humidity of the atmosphere. There are remains of a Roman mosaic behind this wall. I can't distinguish anything clearly. No more statues. An ancient statue in poor conditions. Ooh. A book written in a language unknown to me. There's a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. Oh boy. This, and no other, is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand at the time, to accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theater, and there help us look behind the curtain that separates the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the hopo allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? Oh, Alexander, what did you do in your youth? A huge cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Innumerable jars full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. Jars and test tubes. Everything is soaked in chemical residue and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. A bunch of dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. A few of them have developed fungi inside. Unlabeled bottles and lab equipment. Alright, I guess we don't need to be down here just yet. There's nothing to take and nothing really to interact with. Well, we have a shovel, so we can dig now. I think it's rather rude to dig up the grave, but so be it. The lock is very rusted, almost shattered. Break it. Break it! The lock still resists. I can't open it by hand. Oh, we have acid, right? That's what vitriol is? A corpse? Maybe it's a monkey, not a human. The skeletal fingers of the creature clutching a rolled up canvas. The map of the stars. There's a note in here? Behind the corpse, there is a paper leaf. Dear Alexander, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results of such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time, Raymundus Lully saw the same thing as we did. In this account, he describes a formula that he calls hoopoe. Yes, like the legendary bird. A It closely resembles the serum with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Vidíte Nikki, Siat, July 2nd, 1887. Anything else in here? No? Can I look at the map of the stars? Oh. It's some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Okay, maybe we can see it from a room upstairs? Oh god, that sounds like Alexander. Alexander! He's gone. Is that a note? Oi! My heart! Jesus criminy. Some diary pages in the wheelchair. The paper was ripped apart as if someone had stripped it of the book hastily. October 31st, 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun's blessing dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon, a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it has cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and I saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of that silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexander snored, who was pleasantly sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. The statue. It's holding something. It's a lens mounted in a metal ring. Some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. Can I look at the sky? No? No? Canvas crystal photo. Maybe now we go back to the cellar? I feel like I'm missing something. What's in this direction? The photo room? Which we're done with. There's another room. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, an invoice, right. So are we done with this room too? Okay, I guess it's just the cellar then. It's very windy now. It does see carpet of Asian origin. Oh, that I clicked that already. Absolutely not. What was that? Hopefully it's Alexander, and he's just lost in docile. Not gonna run at us. Oh, is that another door? Did I miss that before? Oh, a telescope. That better not be a hole. That is a hole. There's a dark hole in the center of the room. It delves into the depths of the earth far beyond what I can see. Alright, let's not fall into it. An open envelope with a letter inside. Dear Alexander, I'm terribly sorry about old Mike. Will you put him to rest in his favorite place? After weeks of unsuccessful attempts, I've managed to distill the chemical formula based on the notes you sent me. Certainly, you're a master of this craft. The subject reacted to the serum as usual, rapidly entering into a state of waking sleep. Suddenly, the convulsions stopped, and since then, he has not been responding to any kind of stimulation. He has remained in this state for many days. My diagnosis is brain dead. What should be our next step, Alexander? I'm worried this could be the end of our research. August 23rd, 1887. A wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols. Oh. Oh god, that's a lot. Alright, let's not touch this until we know better of what we're doing. A narrow window in the ceiling of the vault. No, this is not the triangle that I'm looking for. Alright, well. Get out of here. There are so many more dots. They all seem to be the big S. Oops, wrong one. No. Alright, I want to take a picture of it with my camera. With my phone. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, I was right with this one. This one I had wrong. This one? I guess so. Correct. This is the summer triangle. Okay. There's a mountain of compacted snow. What snow? That seems out of season. I haven't seen anything with this on it. Can I use a lens on it? It doesn't work to open the furniture. Well, I don't want to just click randomly. There's so many symbols. Did we see something that had the clue on it? angels protect this house. Fail to escape your destiny. Man, I'm feeling a lot right now. Nope. Photo. Nothing here gives me a hint. We're done with this. There's some strange symbols marked on the surface. What are the symbols? No! Tell me. Okay. Sure. There's a small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. The voice again. It comes from the bottom of the pit. Oh, I didn't want to go down. I'm glad there's a ladder. Alexander. Oh, this is like the beginning. Alexander. Do you want this? This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexander? Am I right? The last door. Zia Ilithal. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I'm waiting for you. Here in the mist. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down. Oh God. A variety of surgical instruments and some jars with chemicals in them. I don't like this. Yikes. Do you think we will find any clue here about David's whereabouts? The police must have taken apart almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something. What about this room? There is a sealed letter between the table and the wall. It looks like Eric Beechworth never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexander, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Oh my goodness. We are in this again. What? Come back. Complete the 4th episode. The adventure continues in Season 2. Ancient Shadows is funded by 2040 backers. It's published February 14, 2014. Oh man, that was so good! So good, so good! I'll have to get Season 2 so we can play it. I don't have it yet, so I'll probably play it after another game or so. Oh man, that was good. That was exciting. Poor David. I feel like we're getting into some stuff that he's not ready for, that we're not fully understanding what we're committing to. We don't know what was in that serum. We don't know what this last door nonsense is about. This whole bird thing. I feel like we're in over our heads. Yeah. Definitely in over our heads. And the doctor's trying so hard to find us. Poor guy. He's like 3 steps behind us at the moment. Which is big yikes. Alright, well, what did you guys think? What are your theories? Oh, excuse me, again. What are your theories? What do you think is going to happen in the next season? Because that's all the episodes in this season. There are no more. All done. So I have to get the next game so we can continue. I'm really excited for it. Are you guys excited for it? I'm excited for it. Please let me know what you guys think down below. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!